In today's video, we have one of the most exciting casting updates for The Mandalorian Season 3. We're also going to be talking about Andor, Disney Plus Day, and more. So without much further ado, and without any more jibber jabber, let's dive straight into it. Charles Baker, who played Skinny Pete in Breaking Bad, has hinted very strongly that he's going to make an appearance in The Mandalorian. An Instagram post from all the way back in April has re-emerged, where he said the following: "Regarding Better Call Saul, please stop asking. I tried, I really did, but sadly, I will not be appearing in Better Call Saul in any capacity. I thought it'd be cool to play two separate characters in one world, but alas, it turns out there was something even cooler out there waiting." And one of the closing hashtags gives away what this something is. He put hashtag "this is the way." So this more or less confirms he's clearly talking about Lucasfilm and clearly talking about The Mandalorian. And if this is the case, what an incredible talent to have on board. Even more proof of his involvement in Mando can be found in an Instagram post from May the 4th, where he celebrated Star Wars Day with a set of photos and the caption "May the 4th be with you." And then we get a series of Mandalorian related hashtags, not to mention this picture, and I can't be the only one who sees the resemblance to a certain character. Now let's talk about that. Just as with every new casting in Star Wars, as fans, we like to examine their previous body of work, but also look at some of their physical attributes to see if they resemble any known characters in the Star Wars universe. This has proven to be true many times in the past. However, most of the time it's a big unknown, and likely that they're just playing a new character altogether. But in this case, my brain went straight to that wild plot leak that emerged a month ago, and I will say, potentially big spoiler warning. Turn away now if you don't want to hear anything about the possible plot. Well, the poster of that leak said that in Season 3 the Imperial Remnant are really ramping up their cloning projects, and we're gonna see some early prototypes for what will eventually be the host body for the returned Emperor. And in that plot leak they mentioned one specific clone, one who resides on Kijimi. And I know what you might be thinking, but the leaker did say he wasn't sure if it was Snoke or a different character with a similar appearance. And given Jon Favreau's recent words where he acknowledges the rise of the First Order, Snoke would be around at this point. Now, the reason this character comes to mind is due to Charles Baker's eye colour, the shape of his jawline, his brow ridge, and prominent cheekbones. I know a lot of people hate when I bring up the cloning facility and all of that stuff, but given previous rumours that Mando is going to explore it, and of course we had those Praetorian Guard leaks, Charles Baker might be playing a young version of a Strandcast. Let's wait and see. But alternatively, as always, he could just be a new character altogether. But in terms of facial similarities, once they put the cosmetics on, the likeness is very apparent. For all we know, he might be playing a Mandalorian, a rival Mandalorian to the clans we know. But in either case, my dear friends, Charles Baker joins Christopher Lloyd and a whole host of other amazing actors in the upcoming third season. And before we move on, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. So now, my dear Mandalorians, it's time to discuss D23 and Disney Plus Day, because both those events are upon us, and various outlets have been saying we can expect some very juicy Star Wars announcements. Again though, I will reiterate, as I said last time, do not get your hopes up too high. Last year was pretty much a big disappointment for Star Wars on Disney Plus Day, so go in expecting nothing, and anything we do get is going to be great. We already know that the Kenobi Jedi Return documentary drops then too, but what else could we expect? Let's dive into it. It's now been 3 months since Star Wars Celebration, the last time that fans received any major updates on the future of the galaxy far, far away. Since then, Obi-Wan Kenobi completed its run on Disney Plus, and Lucasfilm as well as Star Wars fans have turned their focus to the next series, Andor. Disney will be holding its biannual D23 Expo convention in 2 weeks, which promises a slew of information on upcoming Star Wars projects. This could be the shows, but also the films and video games. But directly before D23, we have Disney Plus Day on September 8th. An event commemorating the streaming platform with exclusive reveals, special looks, and sneak peeks. Lucasfilm already announced the Obi-Wan Jedi Returns documentary, but the company also teased special surprises throughout the day. So what kind of announcements can Star Wars fans expect from D23 and Disney Plus Day? Well, the first thing to note is that any show announcements will be at D23, but in either case, the first thing we need to know about is the Bad Batch Season 2. The other day, we got a very disappointing update for the show when Disney removed the Bad Batch from its initial September 28th release slot. We are long overdue an official update and announcement for the show. The first season ended roughly a year ago, and we've not had any updates since Star Wars Celebration, where at the time, the release window was fall 2022, but with Andor being pushed back, I wouldn't be surprised if the Bad Batch Season 2 also suffers a delay. Now, it's worth pointing out that Lucasfilm will roughly have 40 minutes to present during D23, and rumours state the priority is live-action shows, but hopefully the Bad Batch Season 2 is going to be mentioned, and we do get an update. Let's let's wait and see. D23 might also give us our first official public sneak peek at the Ahsoka series or The Mandalorian Season 3, and I say public because those who were lucky enough to attend Celebration got to see some clips and a teaser for both. Let's see if they publish those publicly. But the one thing I would love for the Ahsoka series is an official Ezra and Thrawn casting announcement. That'd be amazing. We might also get updates for the Acolyte and Tales of the Jedi, as well as another Andor clip, but that's all conjecture. But speaking of Tales, it might drop on Disney Plus Day if they're doing all the episodes at once, which I think is what people expect. September the 8th is a perfect premiere date. It doesn't step on the toes of Andor, and if the Bad Batch Season 2 is delayed, at least we would have had some Star Wars animation before then. Let's wait and see. Another thing the Lucasfilm panel at D23 might give us is an update on Taika Waititi's movie, or an update for whatever the next Star Wars film is going to be. It's all a big question mark. We don't even know what's going on the movie front. And so finally, my dear friends, let's talk about the Andor series. We've been getting so many tidbits for the Rogue One spin-off, but today we have some genuinely invigorating comments by Adria Arjona. She opened up about her character Bix, but also mentions the fantastical worlds and creatures we're going to meet in the Andor show. And once again, yet another cast member praises the gigantic scope of this show. After being asked to describe the show, she says, yeah, it's really a true origin story of such a great character that we already know and love. And I think Tony did such a great job of creating these new worlds that are so intricate and so smart and interesting. Ferrix, for example, is a place where everyone is sort of the same. You don't see hierarchies and economical imbalance. Everyone is sort of a worker, and trade is very much of a trading system, and there's a community there that you feel, and there are rituals and traditions that are very much from Ferrix. She went on to say, what happens to a place like this when they're at the cusp of revolution? What do you think that ignites? That's pretty epic, and realizing where Cassian is truly from, and then getting to go to Ferrix and understanding where he lived most of his life. It's kind of epic to see it and understand it. It's so real. And she finishes with, it's pretty remarkable what Tony's created. She also repeated the line that Tony's been saying for months, that you don't have to have seen Star Wars, any Star Wars movies, to understand the Andor show. It's truly a different sort of Star Wars, mostly new characters and concepts that we've not seen before. And when asked if she's a Star Wars fan herself, she says, I was a fan. I'd watched the movie sort of sporadically and out of order, but I was a fan. I wasn't educated on the world itself though. But when she got the job, she felt as though there was homework to do. She said she was pretty nervous, but wanted to get inside the mind of Bix because she says her character would understand the history and politics of this point in the timeline. So share your thoughts in the comments down below, guys, of Adria's comments. Also let me know your thoughts on Disney Plus Day, D23. Do you think we're going to get anything? And what do you make of Charles Baker joining the Star Wars universe? If you enjoyed this video, guys, as always, please be sure to give me a big fat thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one. May the Force be with you always. I'm Star Wars Meg. Have a good one.